the cool thing about 360 cameras, and a reason a lot of people buy them, is for the special effects. They see the wowie special effects on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and other video apps, and they're like, oh, how did you do that? It's like a magic trick. Here I am in front of the Brandenburg Gate demonstrating what's called bullet time. And this is like a homemade rig. I am swinging the camera around me in a slow-mo mode that the manufacturers call bullet time. And I've done it in several different locations, and I've used the built-in shortcut, and it creates an auto match cut bullet time. Your mileage may vary, but I had a lot of fun playing with that. The bullet time app is one of the cool things about Insta that I haven't seen on any other manufacturer's site. Now, when you're in their app, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see your shots all as one bubble. And I know that's confusing. I was showing you two bubbles, equirectangular, got it, and now you're showing me one bubble, Rob. One bubble is how the manufacturer wants to show you your shots. Okay, but remember, each of these bubbles is really two. Okay, so, and it's hard to understand. So some of these are time-lapse. You can sort of see the icon down there. If it's a video, if it's a bullet time, if it's a time-lapse, if it's a photo. But to be honest, that could be a lot more clear with the graphics. Anyhow, this is what your material looks like when you are in the app. So let's just go over to the app. So we'll start working with a clip. I'm going to show you some of the other clips later in this course, but let's just take something like this that I've already given a star to so I can find it there. And in this clip, we are cycling in the rain. You can obviously see that's rain, that's Yurdas, that's all our camp gear on our bikes. I'm here, and I'll show you how I attach the camera to my bike in a further tutorial. But the idea is that within this framing, we can change the aspect ratio, what we want to reframe and show a viewer. So in this case, we want to take 360 video. This is tracking. I'll show you how. So we want to track Yurdas. So we frame her up there. Let's eliminate that. Let's just eliminate the edits I already done earlier. Let's start with a little bit more. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to tap and hold on the screen. As I tap and hold on the screen here, it's going to say drag to pick a subject. So I'm going to draw a box over my subject, and then I'm going to tap on start tracking. I start tracking, and it will record this yellow overlay for as long as as the clip plays. You see it's resizing. Even if I move my bike from one side to the other, it keeps her in the center. That's the point of tracking. It's just going to lock whatever you pick, a person generally, or a cat or a dog. That's pretty much what it'll detect, and it will keep them in the middle. Okay, so that keeps her in the middle of the frame. If I want to then track me, I'll just go in here, pick me as the subject, and start tracking. Same concept, different part of the scene. Okay, so those are some of the basic controls. Like I said, there are many more tutorials here that will guide you to using keyframes, the different field of views that you can record in, that you can rotate your scene. You can even do barrel rolls. You can do tracking. Each of these guides will guide you through it. If you wanted to do a section of your clip where you wanted two different views, in other words, you wanted a picture-in-picture, it can do that pretty much automatically. It can give you the rear and forward-facing views. You can also do jump cuts. You can do freeze frames. All of these controls are within the app to let you modify your clip before you export it out to your video editing program. The most powerful that I found are the keyframe animation. This one is really important to be able to update your keyframe. So as you are editing your clip, you make changes, you always want to tap on the update keyframes so that it remembers your editing decisions. And then there's the deep tracking again. When you're happy with your clips, you can export them quite easily out of the app and get it into your video editing program. Or if you're going to export 360 video, what I recommend you do is set an in point, a trim point, beginning and ending that makes sense, and then you can upload that directly to YouTube from the app. Now, I like to do a little bit more work. I like to have a little bit more graphics, a little bit more sound control, mixing going on with my 360 project. So I will just export the 360 video, bring it into LumaFusion, and be done with it. And that's what we're going to get into in this course. I really think you're going to like this course quite a bit once you understand the concept of spherical video. My name is Robb Montgomery. This is the Smart Film School.